Hello, Chris Hassel here from TGT Media, of course, at Fan Expo Canada 2013. We're joined today by Phil and Chris, of course, the co-creators of the Night of the Living Dead series. How you guys doing?
Doing very good today.
Amazing.
You know, once I saw this here, I've always been a fan of the horror genre. You know, why did you guys want to put together this type of play?
Well, it was something we had worked on for a couple of years. We came up with the idea 2 years ago when we saw a friend and his girlfriend who had come to a Halloween party as black and white zombies from 1968. Instantly triggered something in our minds about, wow, if they were black and white and it all took place in a farmhouse, which could essentially be the set, we might actually have something. We didn't think too much of it, and then we came here to promote our film Devil's Night at this very Fan Expo in Toronto 2 years ago, where we ran into Russ Striner and John Russo. And to our surprise, we brought it up to them, pitched our idea that we wanted to do it, and the rest is pretty much history. We met with them a month later at the King Edward Hotel with George Romero and obtained the licensing.
That's amazing. That's like one of those dream stories where...
Exactly. Dream. You hit the nail on the head there. It's a dream come true.
You know, working together, putting together, you know, obviously this is a huge cult film. It's the one that kind of set all of the horror genres there. You know, what challenges did you have to face in putting this together?
First one was getting a hold of George. I mean, he's a legend, and it's not easy to get a hold of your hero and someone who you've looked up to all these years. So first and foremost, I think that was our toughest challenge. But like Chris said, we were here at Fan Expo, and I think it was destiny that John and Russ were here for us to approach them about this project and getting George involved. So. And then the technical aspect was another challenge because we wanted to keep the project as true to the film as possible. So we did everything black and white. The stage is painted black and white in grayscale, and as you can see, our zombies and our actors are all black and white too. So given that, those were our two biggest challenges for sure.
You know, when it comes down to it, do you guys consider yourselves successful?
I think for anyone to go and do something in the arts, you have to consider yourself successful to give yourself the confidence to achieve what you're trying to undertake. If you don't have the confidence and believe that you can do it, you'll never accomplish it. So to answer the question in brief, yeah, I think we're doing all right. Yeah.
I definitely think we're successful. We're in the top horror magazine of the world, which I grew up watching, sitting next to George Romero. I think we're pretty successful. Doesn't mean we have to have $1 million in our bank. As long as we're happy doing what we're doing, I think we've done it.
How do you guys deal with your failures then?
I'm not really aware of that word, because basically anything and everything that you do that's worth doing is simply a stepping stone. So people seem to use the word success and then equate it to finances, which isn't necessarily true. If you were to climb certain sections of the mountain until you got to the top, you would eventually get to the top. It doesn't matter whether it was an easier or hard route. So I don't really look at anything that we've ever done as a company, as partners, or the show as a failure. It was all stepping stones and learning experiences that are actually near and dear to our hearts. A lot of these challenges are what made us the people that we are today.
The word, as Chris says, the word failure doesn't really enter our vocabulary, and we'll call them a lull in our path, if you will, just a little roadblock. And we, like anybody, you just kind of pick yourself up and get around that roadblock. Don't dwell on what's wrong. You got to just get past that and just keep going. Just keep going. I mean, we're living proof of hurdling challenges. We've come across so many with this project, even personal challenges. Working with Chris day in and day out. I mean, we're like brothers. We're going to argue and whatnot. I would never look at an argument as a failure, just a hurdle. We just got to jump it, get over it, and move on. And we moved on and over a lot of hurdles, and here we are.
And you do really have to believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing and have faith. I'm sitting here talking to you, and I remember the day that we had come up with this on a very small scale. And I looked at Phil and said to him, dude, imagine we can actually get George Romero as our executive producer and have it and maybe do conventions and that. And he's like, oh my God, that would be like a dream come true and the most amazing thing. We truly believed we had something that we could approach them with, that they would appreciate and understand and want to be a part of, or we never would have done it. And in doing so, and by getting that permission and talking to them, it actually really worked out.
Which one's ours? This one? The one with us in it.
Harry.
Yeah.
Harry.
It's all right. I'm used to this.
Harry's a jerk.
Well, when it comes down to it, once this packs up, once you head back home and you start your second run of the musical, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
What personal experiences are you guys going to take away from this convention?
This particular convention? This particular convention is a little special for us because we've been here twice before on this side of the table. Last time we were here, we were with John and Russ, and we were promoting something that hadn't been shown to the public before. We're here now. Well, Evil Dead's up there, but as you can look around, we've already had shows. We actually have product to show people. We have something exciting to talk about. We're not just saying it's going to be exciting. You know, we can say it is exciting because it's happened, and we're doing it again. So.
And they liked it. We went and we did this, and sometimes, as you know, you've heard certain musical, film to musical, or film to play translations, which I'd like to state ours is a play, not a musical, but certain translations haven't gone so well. So the fans will come and see it, but will they come back is the question. Do you have a property that has legs and will grow a life? And I'm happy to announce that we do. That after everybody saw it, they loved it. It's something that people want to see again, and we're lucky enough to continue doing it. So that's really how we look at every challenge. We're not sitting there thinking 10 years ahead. We're really looking at, as I mentioned with the stepping stone, what's next and how can we make it better piece by piece till it's finally at a place where, universally we can be happy as people in a company.
And what's the website we can go to see any of this work in the past?
It's nightofthelivingdeadlive.com. You can also check us out on Twitter @LivingDeadLive, and you can find us on Facebook, Living Dead Live. Night of the Living Dead Live.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Awesome, great stuff. Hey, Chris, Phil, thank you guys so much for taking the time.
It's a real pleasure
to
meeting
do
you,
this.
man.
Nice to
Awesome.
meet you.
Pleasure.
Thanks
Thank
so much,
you.
guys. Hey, you're here at Night of the Living Dead Live, and you are watching TGT.
Stay here, or we're gonna make you undead.
Yeah.